Behind these doors here, I've got my other cars. One of them I'm going to take with me to work. There is a car show in about a week's time, so I want to get the car out, give it a bit of a clean. I've got some work to do on it, get it ready for the car show. So I'm going to take you with me now. We're going to have a look around the car. We're going to get it out of the garage, load it up onto the trailer. We'll drive it to the garage, and then I can start working on it, and I'll give you a bit more of a tour around the car. But right now, I'll give you a quick tour around the cars, and then we'll load it up on the trailer. So let's go inside and have a look, shall we?
You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like.
Is Millie. She is my Millennium Fiesta. There are not many of these cars around. They only ever made 3,100 of these cars. There are about 11 of them left in the world. There are about 3 of them, I think, in this silver colour. And there is one of them with the steering wheel right just there on the left-hand side. And that is this one. I'll give you a quick tour around her. She's going to need a bit of work. Bit battered around the fuel tank. The inner wings are pretty shot. The wheel arch also pretty knackered. The wheel arch, even on this side, I believe is starting to go over there by the tank there a bit. So yeah, she needs at least one inner wing and a wheel arch, which I've got parts for at the moment. The plan for this car is obviously not a Zetec replacement. The plans for this car is back into its nuts and bolts restoration, get it back to absolutely pristine condition. But as you can see, it's going to need a bit more bodywork than what Alice did. But that's this one. That's a future episode. Today's episode is this little baby, and she's only a little one. This is my 1976 Mini 1000, so it's almost 1 litre. Now this one I'm going to take to the car show in it's about a week's time, but as you can see, it's been in this garage for quite a while. It is pretty dusty, pretty disgusting, so one of the first jobs is obviously going to be a wash. But right now I'm just going to get it out of the workshop and load it up onto the car trailer. Right, so now she's had a bit of a wash, looking a bit more presentable, I'll give you a quick tour around the car. Now this is my 1976 Mini 1000. It's a 998, so it's almost a litre. It's a 1 litre engine in this. I bought it about 10 years ago, I think, maybe longer, 12, 15 maybe. I'll put some pictures up of what she originally looked like when I got hold of her, and you can compare what she looks like today. As you can see, she's had a paint job. This colour is actually a pearlescent colour, so it kind of changes colour, and you may be able to see it on the film. When I'm looking at it here, it's very dark, almost black colours along here. The more we come out into the light, the redder, more burgundy it gets in this side. So it does change colour in it. It's actually a mini colour. It's from the Mini 30-year edition colour. This isn't a 30-year car, it's just a colour that I chose and I really, really like it. So that's what I like. On the outside, the mods we've got on it basically is the wheel arches. These are fiberglass wheel arches. I think they're called like Group 3 or Group 5 or something like that. I can't really remember, it's such a long time ago so I fitted them on there. But basically it's to just cover the wheels up. The wheels themselves, these are a whole 10-inch wheel. These are what's called Weller replicas. The Weller ones have normally got like a blue and red band that goes around the wheel, but I didn't really want that. I just like the white against the red. So that's what they got. So those are on here. Steel wheels. The outside, pretty standard as such. On the front, obviously, got to have the rally headlights and the rally fog lights, so they've gone on. Yeah, she's had a good polish, a good clean, full respray. As you can see on the roof, it's got the Union Jack flag that I put on there. This is actually like a carbon fibre effect on the grey parts of it, so it really kind of pops out when it's on the roof like that. I really like that one. Round the back here we've got the clear rear lights on there, and you may notice it's got a fuel tank there, and it's also got a fuel tank there. That's not quite true. It's got a fuel tank there. That one's a fake one. At the moment, at some point I want to get it on there. The other thing you may have heard is that beautiful sound and exhaust. It's called a Stage 1 kit, which is basically this bigger stainless steel kit and a different inlet manifold and exhaust manifold on it. It's amazing actually, it gives like 20 horsepower more. It's quite amazing. Really, really good throttle response on it now that it's been done. Right, let's have a quick look on the inside of the car. Now, I've gone for the black and the red interior cards. It's got the black and the red seats in there and the seat belts. The carpet at the moment is black, but I do have a red one that I want to change. I'm thinking actually I might keep the side panels there in black and all across the bulkhead there, and change the actual floor for the red one. I think it'll kind of pop nicer. The black's alright, but it makes the cockpit really, really dark in here. All the door panels have been changed obviously to this nice bright shiny aluminium stuff. Now the dashboard is I think it's a 60s replica dashboard. It's not the original one. The original one was like bits of cardboard and the dash stuck in the middle there. But this one is in a I think it's Autoplast or something like that. I can't remember. It's such a long time ago since I did all this. It's all been painted in white, and then I've put in these extra stainless steel panels in here. They are slightly for the looks, but they've also got these buttons in them, and these buttons are the ones that actually, if you press them in, they release the dashboard. I didn't want to put screws and clips and stuff in it, so I found these clips. I think they're quite nice, and when you put the dashboard in again, you just click it in like that. So it's got two of them on there. It's not got much in the way of dials. As you can see, you've got your speedo, temperature and oil pressure. That's it. I've added in a battery gauge, so as soon as you turn the ignition on, the first thing you'll hear is the fuel pump going, but there you can see the battery gauge. The lights in here have been changed to LEDs, just to give them a bit nice shiny colour on them. You will see a light up there. You will see a light up on the dashboard, and a bit modern, it does actually have central lock-in. So it's a bit modern, a bit. I've not done too much. I don't want to do too much to it. The steering wheel is this nice, I really do like this one. It's a bit, I mean, it's old, it's got colours in it. The chrome could probably have been nicer on it, but I really like it. It's the one that came with the car, and I really like it. There are ones out there that are red and all that sort of stuff, but I really do like this one. So it's tiny, so it does, as normal with a Mini, it feels like you're driving a go-kart. So I do like that. Right, we're going to open the bonnet. So the first thing I need to do, I need to press and hold that button. And that opened a little motor. So, as you can see, she's got a flip front. I made this flip front. I made it many years ago. When I actually got the car, it had a fiberglass front for it. It wasn't fitted. It wasn't very good at all. I didn't like it. I hate working with fiberglass. I'm an ex-welder, so this is a welded one-piece front now. It is made up of the ordinary inner wings, the front panel, the bonnet and everything, and I've welded it all together. So it is now one unit, this front piece. These hinges that hold the front piece up here, there, you can actually buy them, but at the time I had the opportunity to make them out of stainless, so I have. Now I did fit some extra strengthening brackets to this because they are heavy now with those extra lights on, but it is bending the front wing and it's not very good. So at some point I do want to replace and strengthen those brackets to make them better, but then I'll probably need to replace or repaint the wings. So at some point that will get done. Around the front there, jobs that's been done in here, we've got a fuel pump. The original fuel pump is located down there somewhere, and it did break. Somebody had fixed it one day with like araldite or some liquid metal or something, and when I changed the exhaust it broke off, and well, that was it basically. It broke off, I couldn't fit it anymore. So I fitted this little fuel pump. It's for a carburettor. It's probably the same type of pump I'm going to fit on the Fiesta as well. It's just a low pressure fuel pump for carburettors. So that's been fitted. Next to that you've got the brake master cylinder. Now this has been replaced. This is now a 2-circuit system. Originally it had something similar to the clutch cylinder, which is there, but it had just one system which was split there as a joint. So the fronts came off of one side of it and the rears came off the other side of it. Now it's got a 2 split in there, so it's got front and rears on there. So that's been changed on it just to boost the fuel pressure a bit. As you can see, it's had a lot of chrome on there. I had the opportunity to chrome a lot of parts, and well, I got them chromed, to be quite honest. So that's all been done. Down the bottom there we have the lock. Now this lock is the one that actually activates the front flip front on it. Doesn't work as well as I wanted it to, and it probably needs moving. The problem with it is when you put the brakes on, the whole bonnet comes forward slightly, so it could really do with a proper lock up here somewhere. At one point I did have locks on the side there, but they were ordinary locks and I couldn't wire them in to make them electric, which is what I really do want, the electric flip front on it. So those are probably going to have to go at some point as well. What else has been done under here? Oh, probably one of the biggest mods is these brake calipers. These brake calipers are actually off of a Mark II Fiesta, and surprisingly enough they do actually fit on the mini hubs down there, so it's a pretty easy fit really. Problem with this one is, and it's one of the jobs I've got to do today, is the eagle-eyed viewers will know that caliper's on upside down. That nipple is facing downwards and it should be facing upwards like that one. So what I've got is a new caliper, and I need to fit that one on that side. Now obviously I've got the new caliper. I don't have that red paint anymore. As you can see, they're painted, colour coded. Don't have that paint anymore. So what I'm going to do is take both of the calipers off, and obviously I'm going to whack them in the powder coating oven and they'll come out nice and shiny and black, and then I'll refit them to the car. So that is pretty much the job I'm going to do today. And these do look amazing. They are stinking red hot, but as soon as they cool down I'll get them fitted back on the Mini. I do love powder coating stuff. Alright, so that's the caliper all nicely powder coated. Now obviously it would be rude to put the caliper back on without powder coating the caliper bracket. So all of that has now been powder coated. Just have to connect back the brake line and then bleed the system. But that does look a lot better than what it did. Right, so that's all done for the Mini. Brakes are put together, they're all bled. Yeah, and I'm ready for the car show, I think. I'll probably put a quick video up of when I got it at the show, so you can see what it's like. Hopefully I'll have more content from the Mini later on my channel. So if you want to see more of the Mini, or you want to see more of either one of those two Fiestas, press that subscribe button, press the bell. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot, and bye bye.